Today I'm going to take apart two hinges, this imported hinge, and then I'm also going to take apart this American-made MFT hinge. And we're going to look at the differences between the two. We're going to start off with looking at this T-rod cover. Here on this imported hinge you see you have like 3 or 4 pieces for the T-rod cover. 2 of them are actually plastic that go inside the tube. On this MFT hinge you just have the one cover. As you can see, there's actually more stainless steel around that T-rod on the MFT hinge. The nuts are US standard sizes with the MFT hinge. The T-rod cover on the imported hinge is actually aluminum, while the MFT one is stainless steel. Now we're going to take apart both hinges more thoroughly to see what other components are different. On this imported hinge you have a pin that loads the spring, so you're just going to want to take that out, and you need an Allen wrench to actually take it out. And you can see there's a small screw that holds all these pieces together. Now this screw takes some time to get out, and you got to be careful so you don't actually strip the little screw. It's actually a little bit of a hassle. I took this hinge apart about 3 times before I could actually do the video. You can see a plastic washer, plastic pieces. They're all quite fragile pieces. You can see the spring is held in place inside the T-rod, and these plastic pieces are what holds it together, which are actually fragile and break over time. Now let's look at the MFT hinge. Here you can see this little clip, and it's really easy to take off. No tools needed like the other imported hinge. Here you have the clevis pin, which holds it all together. Here are the bushings that are made from engineered materials, not plastic. They're actually made for the part, unlike some of the other plastic pieces on the imported hinge. Now this, you just take those 2 bushings, put them back in, shove the clevis pin through, and snap on the metal clip. In addition to that, the MFT hinge is coated with the same paint as a Harley-Davidson is, and it's warranted for life. Now you'll really see putting this imported hinge back together is way harder than taking it apart. Again, it took me 3 or 4 times to actually know how to put it all together correctly and get everything lined up in the same place. Now this hinge is spring-loaded, and the MFT hinge can be spring-loaded as well. MFT will actually put the springs on the outside of the hinge at the warehouse. If you want to replace the springs ever, they're inexpensive and are easy to put on with some simple instructions. The point of this video is to show you the difference between a hinge that's made with plastic parts and engineered to a lower quality, and a hinge that's made with quality parts and engineered to a higher quality. Here are just a few more differences between the two. First, the imported hinge is trying to take the power of that large spring and put it into the small spring. If it doesn't work, and the small spring will lose its power over time. Second is the adjustability factor. The top hinge is the MFT hinge, and you can see there's more adjustability to hang your gate with. Lastly, you have the pin that holds the T-rod to the bracket. Would you rather have the metal pin or the plastic pin holding everything together? In the end, the imported hinge can have many problems due to its plastic parts and design, while the MFT hinge is made to last a lifetime. You can avoid unnecessary repairs and have a more satisfied customer.